Hello, listeners and viewers. Good afternoon. Welcome to your favorite program, Tell Your Story on Pan African Student Voice Medium, the only promoter of STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. With me, Maya Naomi Kagwe. As you know, the program Tell Your Story is bent on bringing people to talk about their experience, their struggle, and what they have been through so far. And today in the studio with me, I have Mr. Oswald Ansels, who is a special assistant of the media of Sierra Leone and is also a journalist. He is here today to talk about his story, being a journalist, his struggles, and his experience. Don't forget, this is Pan African Student Voice. Welcome, sir.
Yes, good day. Is the camera on?
Yes, sir. We are
Okay.
happy to have you here this afternoon.
Yeah.
And I believe listeners and viewers out there will want to know about you. So, kindly ask that you just say a little bit about yourself, sir.
I'm Oswald Hensels. I'm a proud old man. I'm 67 years of age, 43 years post university experience in Liberia, Nigeria, mainly, but also briefly in Ghana. And I've been in Sierra Leone since 1995. I have been a journalist, an environmentalist, and also I have been in youth development. I'm a teacher, and also in marketing research and marketing, largely in Liberia. I have been a very lucky man all my life. Otherwise, I would not be alive. I am 67 and I'm very, very healthy, and I can stand on my head at 67. I don't think there are very few 16-year-olds who can beat me in flexibility. So I've been very lucky. I worked for about 6 years as special assistant to the former president, as media advisor at State House, 2012 to 2018. Uh, Before that, I was Assistant Commissioner for Public Affairs and Tax Education in the National Revenue Authority. Before that, in this country, during the war years, I was like a columnist, writing in the Democrat newspaper. Even when the rebels were in town, I was writing in the newspapers. But in Liberia, where I was a teacher and I started my journalism career in Liberia, I was the brain and the CEO of the Save My Future Conservation Society. That's an environmental organization which I founded and published a magazine with sponsorship from the Worldwide Fund for Nature and the German Forestry Mission to Liberia. And then later on also the Americans also sponsored my organization. As the war escalated in Liberia in 1990, I fled Liberia for Nigeria. And after working as a deputy director in a small NGO, I started my own, reactivated my organization, which I had started in Liberia, called Green Love Nigeria. And I got a contract, published a magazine for the Cross River National Park. That is the major tropical rainforest conservation and preservation park in the federal government of Nigeria. And I did that, and I had a clash with a white man called Nick Ashton Jones, who was the manager for the Cross River National Park project, a federal government of Nigeria project. I just cannot figure out how a white man could come and become a manager for federal government of Nigeria tropical rainforest park. But that was it. I met him there in 1992. I had a clash with him, and I grew very radical. And stemming from that clash with Nick Ashton Jones, I started an idea which is developed into an organization called the Slave Ship Freedom Ship. The idea is that all what we are talking about now, which has now become voguish over the past 10 years, climate change, global warming, then climate change. Global warming, the white man mainly is spewing noxious gases into the atmosphere. Has caused global temperatures to rise. The heating of the planet because of excess carbon dioxide is causing the whole climate to go topsy-turvy, leading on to floods, hurricanes, wildfires, and everything. Well, I was to see the trouble 30 years ago, and I said, this global warming, climate change, is a continuum of the Atlantic slave trade. Became the induced our own people to sell, to kidnap and sell our brothers into slavery because of greed, because of egotism. It is me. I must have what I want. I must satisfy myself. And over a while, this grew very racist. We are better than you, so we have a right to enslave you. And so this is a continuum. That one, the wealth that was generated during the Atlantic slave trade era made it easy for the Industrial Revolution. Markets were created, and the whole United States was open to them. So this is a continuum. If I have power over you, that thought of egotism and egoism, I will dominate you. I will subjugate you. I will take over your land and destroy your nature just to satisfy myself. So this is the thought that has led to global warming and now climate change. So way back in 1992, I started this idea, Atlantic slave trade and global warming and climate change. They are the same thing. They continue.
Wow, this is very good. Listeners and viewers out there who want to know, with all these things stated, what has been your experience? You know, I believe there has been hurdles, there has been good times, and other things have been happening on the way. So they want to know about your experience being a journalist and managing all of these offices put together.
Don't compartmentalize me as a journalist. I think I'm more than that. Essentially, I'm not even a journalist. Well, I've done a little bit of journalism.
Yeah, that's why I say
but
being a journalist and managing all of these offices together.
I was even in this country. I've been more of a columnist, not a journalist. But I practiced journalism in Liberia, and I started in 1981. It was very, very superior compared to what we have now. Newspaper called the Daily Observer newspaper. They are the first computerized system in Liberia and in most of West Africa also. And so I started there as a reporter and a cartoonist. Cartoonists are very wicked people. I have not even done much of cartooning here. They can, if I do it here, I think I'm going to get sent out of the country. So I was a cartoonist in Liberia, what they call editorial cartoons, and then I also did some other cartoons. In Liberia, where I graduated June 1978. January 1979, I was teaching in the College of West Africa in Monrovia, Liberia. The College of West Africa, I think, was founded, I think, almost as soon as it started the Republic of Liberia. I think about 1820 or so. And so this is this was, I don't know what it still is, the school for the hyper elites, sons of presidents and vice presidents and ministers and judges. Almost everybody among the students, I thought everybody had some linkage with some president of previous years. So I taught there for about a year, and I don't think even the children in Lebanese school are compared to those. These were super elites. Even when you see them from outside, their skins were smoother. They carry themselves as if they were part of some royal family or something. So I worked there and I lost the job, and then I said I was not going to teach anymore. That's how I got into the newspaper world. And then I also was part of developing a marketing research and marketing corporation. That fizzled, crumbled after only a couple of months. So I went back to teaching in the St. Martin's High School in Bangor, Bon County. That's central Liberia. And it was quite good. The school was being controlled by Catholic brothers, followers of Edmund Rice. Edmund Rice was almost like an Irish saint, one of the few people ever in human history, at least after A.D.